Okay, hello, good day, friends. My name is Ernest, Pastor Ernest. I'm going to take you through our compensation plan video. It's for Nolland Compensation Plan. That's my name, Pastor Ernest Mbanefo. I'm the team director for Nolland Revolution team, and that's my phone number. I'm based in Johannesburg, South Africa. That's my phone number, that's my email address. But I'm doing this video for my friends in South Africa and also in Nigeria. I'll just go straight to the point now. Now, for the Nolland Compensation Plan, the base unit for all calculations or all value or money is called the PV. And the PV means points value. 1 points value is equal to $1. Now, this is not American dollar, this is Nolland dollar. What does this mean? It means we don't rely on the Reserve Bank or Central Bank values for the dollar or the exchange rates, international exchange rate to the banks to arrive at the value of the Nolland dollar. So Nolland has made it automatic that for the rand, which is South African rand, it's $14 to 14 rands to $1. So 1 PV is equal to $1 and $1 is equal to 14 rands. In Nigeria, it would be 400 naira. So it's 1 PV, which is points value, equals to 14 rands or equals to 400 naira. Now, I'll go to our entry levels. We have 5 major entry levels in Nolland. Now, we have 5 major entry levels. Number 1 is what we call the SM. The SM is senior member. Senior member, to join at senior member level, it's 3,000 rands, and it will be 80,000 naira. To join at bronze level is 6,000 rands and 160,000 naira. 6,000 rands, 160,000 naira. And to join at silver level is 12,000 rands and 350,000 naira. And to join at gold level is 24,000 rands or 700,000 naira. And to be a diamond is 48,000 rands or 1.35 million naira. Now, there are two more levels that come before the senior member. I put them differently for a reason. Now, the other entry levels are here. First is the fortune card. This is a new project from Nolland. In fact, it's just about 2 months old. Today is the 30th of August, and this came out about 2 months ago. It came out in July. That's the fortune card. It's a new package Nolland introduced as a way of accommodating more of the people who cannot afford the entry levels or cannot afford to pay to join at senior member levels. Now, the entry level has been in the system for a while, but this is just a window into the system. To be a full member, comfortably registered, is a senior member. Now, entry level, to join at the entry level is 2,000 rands or 50,000 naira. Otherwise, you can join at the fortune card level, which is 560 rands or 16,000 naira. I need to explain this a little further so we understand something here. Now, I'll take the SM to be the senior member to be SM, and the bronze to be B, the silver to be S, the gold to be G, and the diamond to be D. Now here, I'm going to put the entry level and also the fortune card. Okay? Now, for the senior member, I'll just do this to make it easier for us to understand. This way, this way, this way, and this way. Now, for the senior member, there's what every entry level has an associated points value. That's the value of that level. So here I'll write PV. For the PV senior member, I'll just do this. Here the PV is going to be 128, okay? And for bronze is 256. And for silver it's 560. And for gold is 11220. And for diamond is 2240. Now, those are the points values associated with each and every entry level. Now, for the entry member, here is 128. For the entry member, it is 64. And for the fortune card, there is no points value allocated to it. Now, the reason why the fortune card was created was, like I said earlier, was to accommodate more of the people who cannot afford to pay the full entry amount for senior member or the entry level. However, when you join at this level fortune card, which means you're paying 560 rands or you're paying 16,000 naira, you are expected to upgrade. So for the fortune card, you have 28 days to upgrade to senior member level. Now, within that 28 days, you're expected to pay an additional $100, which is 1,400 rands, and in naira that would be about 40,000 naira. So it's 100 times 400. So that would be either you pay 1,400 rands or you pay 40,000 naira within 28 days, and then you upgrade to senior member level. But now let's leave the fortune card project for now, because it's quite huge. It's a full subject on its own. I'll take this separately later on. Now, coming back to the senior member, so if you join at this level, at entry member, which is 64 PV, you're expected to pay the difference to get to senior member level. Now, one thing is very important. When you join Nolland and you pay those amounts, 3,000 or in naira, 80,000 naira, 160,000 naira, as the case may be, you're not paying this money to pay into the company and then you're registered and you go away. You get products for it, which means you get to choose, make your choice about which products you want. In Nolland, we have at any point in time between 30 and 35 products. Wonderful, magical, very efficient products with testimonies all over the place. Now, you get to choose which products you want. It can be, you can choose the toothpaste, for instance, or the main product, which is the number one product for Nolland. We call it the Mabo GI. The Mabo GI is it's a product of stem cell research. That is all. It helps with cell rejuvenation, cell growth, cell development, and cell restoration. Now, that product, for instance, has when you buy that product and you pick the toothpaste or the sanitary pads or the pens or any of the other products for diabetes or for liver problems and arthritis, as the case may be, you choose a product worth the amount that you're joining at. So if you're joining at senior member level and you're paying, for instance, 3,000 rands or 80,000 naira, for instance, you choose products worth that amount. That's your value for money. And so at no point in time, do you feel you've been used or you've been conned or you've been scammed, because you took the value for that product. And imagine that a member of your family has got diabetes. You actually take the products for diabetes. And at the end of the day, you have a testimony that the member of your family who had diabetes or ulcer has been cured. That's full value for your money. But then we focus more on making money. That's why we're joining Nolland. First is for health and also to make money. So a senior member level is 3,000 rands or 80,000, and all the others as you know. Now, the interesting thing here is all these different entry levels have got what we call them the group performance bonus percentage share. I'll explain that a little bit later. So if we put a line here, and then we put a line here, and we call this, it's called group performance bonuses. Group performance bonuses for senior member is going to be 10.5. It's going to be 10%. Sorry, 10% for senior member is going to be 10.5 for bronze. It will be 11% for silver. It will be 12% for gold, and it will be 13% for diamond. Now, for entry member, even though it is not encouraged, you're encouraged to upgrade to senior member at the list. Now here it is 9%, and then for fortune card is also 0. So there is no percentage share for this. Now, when you join at fortune card level, you only just get a member ID, a distributorship ID, which means you're recognized in the system as having an account, but you're not yet a full member. So one must strive after you join with this to be able to upgrade to become a full member. So that's about this. Now I want to explain something as well. Now, this is very important that we understand this. A lot of people make mistakes when either getting new members to join the business, or they are registering new members. Now, it's important that you understand how the PV allocation works. Now, at senior member, the PV allocation is 128 PV. Now, remember, this is either 3,000 rands or it is 80,000 naira. Now, you may come across values that are different from this. Like in Nigeria, naira, for instance, sometimes you will find that this is 87,000 naira, or this can be 3,500 rands. It really doesn't make a difference. Now, here's what happens. I remember when Nolland first started in Nigeria, the entry amount used to be 87,000 naira, and the reason was, at that time, the company made it a kind of mandatory that you pick the frying pan when you join, and the frying pan, the value came up to 87,000 naira, but that's not being enforced anymore. The most important thing is this: when you're choosing, remember, when you join, you pay this amount to choose your product. Remember, every product has got its own PV value. For instance, the GI, which is the main product, we call it the Mabo GI. Mabo GI has a PV value of 28. So imagine if you took, let's say you took 5 of this Mabo GI. 28 times 5 will give you 140 PVs. So this is Mabo GI 28 times 5. It will give you 140 PVs. Now, 140 PVs is already above 128, which means you fall into that bracket. So once you can pick products 120 and above, it's still senior member level. So even if you pick products worth 200 PV, it still doesn't matter. You still fall under the category of senior member, which means at any point in time you choose the products that you want, but the minimum value for the senior member is 128 PV. Just get that correctly. Now, the same applies to if it's in naira or rands. Understand that 80,000 rands is expected that when you choose all the products, which can be toothpaste, it can be the pads, it can be washing liquid or whatever, the total of the PV, the points associated with that product, must be up to 128 PV. So even if a new member pays 90,000 naira, it's still fine. You still fall under the category of 128 PV. And be very careful here, because a customer may pay 80,000 or 87,000, but the product choices, when you put the points associated with those products together, it doesn't make 128 PV. If the total is 127 PVs, that member is going to automatically fall into the category of entry member. Get that right. Once it's 127 PV, it will drop. So when after the registration, the customer would, or the new member will tell you, what happened? I paid for senior member. Why am I entry member? It's because the product choices, the cumulative of the points did not make up to 128 PV. As long as you don't get to 256 PV, which is the minimum for the next level, which is bronze, you still fall under senior member. So don't get confused or get worried when you see 80,000 or 87,000 PVs. In fact, our senior, one of our top leaders in South Africa, Gwen, had made all her team members at some point to register all senior members at 3,500 rands, which could have been 100,000 naira, sorry. Now, why so? 3,500 naira rands, 3,000 rands will give you 128 PV, but 3,500 rands will give you 140 PV. Okay, so the most important thing is that you hit the minimum mark for that level. So don't worry too much about, oh, it's 85, 87. Just choose the right products and let the cumulative of the points, go above or be exactly the amount for that journey level. Then you're good to go. The other thing that is very important that we know, so I'm saying to you, every entry level has its own associated PV value, points value, and also every product that is chosen has its own points value. So at any point in time when you choose products, the total of it must come to the value of the entry level. Now the other thing is this: in Nolland, when you join at any level, you have 60 days. You have 60 days to upgrade. So from the date of joining, calculate 60 days, which is basically 2 months from the day of your registration, the confirmation of your registration. You need to upgrade within 60 days. Now there's a reason why you need to upgrade within 20 days, because you want to make the most of the system, and also you want to benefit the most. Right here, I remember saying that in the percentage share, the group performance bonuses, you find that the entry level is only 10%. Bronze is 10.5, silver is 11, gold 12, and then diamond 13%. So if I register at diamond level, it means I'm going to get more in the group performance bonus percentage share, unlike if you join with. But there are other benefits as well, which I'm going to show you now. There are other benefits as well. Now, another thing to note is when you join at senior member, and then this is bronze, and this is silver, this is gold, this is diamond. Now remember, I'm not talking much more about the entry member and the fortune card. The fortune card is a different subject altogether. I'll deal with that as a topic on its own. But now, the entry level, that's just entry. You need to upgrade to senior member. So everything starts here. What you must know, first and foremost, is when you join at senior member level, you are not going to be able to upgrade directly to diamond. This is not possible. Now, at senior member level, you'll be able to upgrade to bronze, and you'll be able to upgrade to silver. You will not be able to upgrade directly to gold and diamond. But at bronze level, you'll be able to upgrade. At bronze level, you'll be able to upgrade to gold, and you'll be able to upgrade to diamond. Is that clear? So you want to do yourself a favor and give yourself a fighting chance to be able to upgrade to diamond. Joining at diamond level has its own values. In fact, from silver to diamond, that's where you know you're in serious business. But I must say this anyway, that you join as senior member, don't feel bad about it. It doesn't mean you cannot access everything Nolland has to offer. You only just will be shooting yourself in the foot because you will not be able to get the most. Think about it this way. You bought a bus for transport. You know, it could be short distance or long distance public transport. And then you have the driver and then 2 persons on the side. Now, it doesn't make sense that you have a bus that travels, you know, whatever distance, and the seats you have mounted or constructed into the bus only covers half of the bus. Then the other parts of the bus, you're running at a loss. So if you want to be in that, if you want to run a transport in that bus, you want to fill the whole bus with seats. So that's what this means. You want to fill the whole bus with seats, which means you're at diamond level, you're getting all the benefits, unlike these other entry levels. But just join and then take it from there. Now, I did say just before this page, upgrade happens within 60 days only. But there's only one condition under which you can upgrade after the 60 days. So if the 60 days expires, don't feel bad and feel like it's over. Perhaps you didn't get enough money as you had planned to do the upgrade. Now there's an opportunity. With Nolland, you're able to upgrade when the company, every 2 months or so, 2 or 3 months, there's always what we call the upgrade promo. So the company will always offer to its members, especially the new members, what we call the upgrade promotion. So if you didn't make it within 60 days, look out for the upgrade promo. You always find this under announcements in the back office, you know. So take advantage of the upgrade promo, find out what the terms of the upgrade promo are, and if you meet any of those targets or those what the offering or the target, yes, if you meet any of the conditions rather, then you're able to upgrade. And they will always specify, if you're a senior member, to upgrade to gold, you do this. To upgrade to silver, you do this. Just follow the instructions and you will have your upgrade, happen. So look out for that. Now, so this is very important that we get this. What else? So this is all about joining at the entry levels. Yes.